so we've already gotten started. I forgot to record that, but that's all right. We haven't gotten very far. We just got the intake stuff out. We got the intake hose, we got the actual air box, and then the turbo mouthpiece out. And so me and Zach here are about to start taking this EGR out. First thing we got to get out is this intake tube. We got to get these wires off, get this heater off. Once we get this hot side pipe out, we'll move on and get the actual EGR out right there. It's under there. We'll get the EGR cooler out, and for right now, as much as I don't want to run one, I don't have any way to weld up the up pipe, and I don't have a new up pipe. So as for right now, I'm going to run a blocker plate and hope that it doesn't blow those bellows out. But and then when I go home and get to my welder, I can actually do something about it. But for right now, just going to do a time lapse of this process and update y'all on anything that happens.
Shut up and sit down.
Alright, so we've been working for a little bit. We've got just about got this cold side pipe off. I said hot side earlier, but it's the cold side pipe that's got this grid heater in it. There's a little retaining ring. I can get it off here. A little retaining ring sits in this groove right here and holds this pipe together. Just take that out. There's a bolt right here that Zach is working on getting out. There's 4 that hold it, 4 there, and then 2 on that connection there. And when you put this thing back in, you have to be really careful, because if you don't put it back in right, you have to drive all the way to Pensacola and get a gasket, which I had to do. There it went. So see, that slides out just like that, and it should just pull right up. Now, yeah, this gasket right here, what I did last time I took it off is this piece right here. I screwed up. There's a, can you show that bracket right there? This bracket right here that he's holding, it sits on top of this.
Like so?
Yeah, it sits on top of this piece. I put it in here, and there's actually still a little bit of thing. If you put that bracket on first, it will screw up your gasket if you do that, and you will have the most god-awful whistling noise, and yeah, it's not fun. So watch that when you do it. Make sure you put that back on right. So we're going to continue taking it out. This is your EGR valve right here, EGR cooler, and then the up pipe's back there. We're going to rip that out, and then we'll be back. We got the EGR and cooler out. It was sitting right in here. It was kind of a bit of a pain, honestly. Leaks a little bit of coolant. It's to be expected. I mean, it does. What the cooler uses is coolant. So we left the the cooler just attached to the EGR. It was just easier to take them all out as one piece. I have actually taken this thing off and cleaned it before, and I don't know if you can see down in there, but it's still very filthy in there. And imagine that crap, all of that shit going into your intake. Now I'm not sure what we're gonna have to do with this hose yet. Because we ran into a problem. This hose, if you're lucky, you can get to these clips. I couldn't. Oh crap. So I had to take this whole hose assembly off. It's just one bolt here, and this one is held on with EGR cooler. So you can do that. I'll show you where it goes. It goes right next to the thermostat housing. It's right here. It'll focus. Come on, baby, focus for me. There it is. It goes right in there. That's that hole that the coolant feeds in, and then the bolt hole.
Did you find the gasket?
Yeah, I found the gasket. And there's your up pipe, and that's where the cooler was. So now we're going to get to putting the delete in. I guess I should do a little bit on the kit I got. I wanted to get a cold side tube too, and I just I didn't have the money right now, so I wanted to get it out of there. This is a CNS Auto Parts, just EGR kit. I got it on eBay. It was like 28 bucks. So I've been itching to get that cooler and crap out of my way, and now is the time. These plates are billet plates, got the O-ring gasket, so they should be good. This is the plate I don't really want to use, but I have to because I don't have a welder here. This is the up pipe plate. It's a problem because it'll blow out those bellows, but I plan on fixing that soon, so I don't leave it like that. You get the hose, you got all the hardware, hose clamps. This bracket, I'm not really sure what it's for yet, but we'll find out. Okay, so I've been sitting here trying to put this kit together and figure out, trying to figure out how it all goes together. It's a really complete kit. It looks like it's very well made, but there's no instructions to it, so it's been kind of a scavenger hunt, if you will. If you buy this kit, the best I can tell, there's these two hex head bolts, the smaller ones that go in here. There's some kind of coating on here that they put on after they made it and tapped it, so it's a little tight fit, but it's all right, they do fit. You got these two plates that I think these bolts go into. I don't know which the long one is, which one the short one is, but I have a feeling when I put that on it'll make sense. Also, there's this little bracket here that takes place right here. That is a replacement because there's no more EGR valve, and you have to take the bolt out of that line, and this little spacer that they give you, this little like thick washer, goes right here. You take one of the big bolts from the kit and put it in there, and it threads right in that hole, and I'm guessing you tighten it down. That's what I'm going to do first. And there's also one more big bolt that I've already test fitted back there. You can see right there. It'll focus on that. I'm gonna focus. There it is. That bolt back there that held the back of the cooler on, and that will hold this exhaust plate. I'm gonna put the gasket back on between that. Just try to make a good seal. I'm not buying a new one. If it leaks, I'll just replace it. It's an easy fix. So just a little update. That's the best way I can tell everything goes together. We got the exhaust side of it done. Got the plate on right there. It was not fun. That little support tab down there was kind of a challenge. I couldn't get it all to line up properly. That tab was like it was too thick or something, but you just push that up pipe back. Use the bellows to push it back, and it'll move a little bit, just enough anyway. And you can put that on there, but it's taking out of me. All right, so we got a little change of scenery. We're inside now because it is like 100 degrees outside, and the humidity is through the roof because it's Alabama. It's September 2nd, and it's Alabama, so yeah, it sucks. So we've got this pipe inside. This is that cold side pipe that's got the grid heater on it. This is where the EGR went. This goes into the Y bridge, and this is what comes out of the intercooler. So I've got the parts in here that uses these 4 bolts. There's 2 long ones and 2 short ones. The 2 long ones are going to go in the front side of this pipe, which is going to be this side. So it sits in the engine like this. Sorry, it's going to be on this side because it's got a support bracket under it that has to mount there. And the 2 nuts that are included with this package are what thread onto the end of these. For these, I'm using a H6 socket on a 3/8 drive somewhere. That would be the dogs playing with the bone. So as per normal, they're causing trouble. This one, I don't think it matters which way it goes. This one, it'll fit either way, but if you put it one way, it just doesn't line up as good. There's overhang here, so it goes on one way. One of these legs is a little longer, and it fits up nice and flush. And I'm going to just put the other one on so the CNS logo matches. Alright, so those are tight. Don't want any boost leaks. Alright, so I got the two CNS pieces on. That's what they look like. They're nice. That would help if they were actually the right way. They're actually really nice, blue anodized, and they fit good. They are O-ring seals. You don't have to worry about the gaskets going back on. This one you still do have to do the gasket. Like I said, don't screw it up. And we're going to go put it back on the truck. Alright, so yet another update video. There's a reason why you spend good money and don't get cheap parts off eBay. Sorry, I'm filthy. We've been working on it. That sound you hear is my main man Zacc over there, who, as right now, is trying to file the support bracket. There's a bracket, that bracket that goes on the intake tube right there. Is a support bracket for the Y bridge, just so that it doesn't tweak that Y bridge out, because it's that two-piece Y bridge that sucks, that I would be replacing, except I don't have $600 to get a new one. And it goes, you know, it's that bracket that I had right in there, and it's just off by about, I don't know, what would you say, a 1/16 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch maybe? It's off by a little bit, and the holes are the right distance apart, they're just not in the right place, so we're having to file them out, kind of make them a little bigger, so we can slide that bracket over. That's been a little bit of a roadblock. We had a little bit of an issue with that up pipe cover.
And we can't get any more parts because we don't have a working vehicle.
Yeah, that too. His girlfriend's Mountaineer over there has a water pump that is real bad. Yeah, real bad. Yeah, we don't have the power tools that we need to get this done, and we can't go get them. So we're resorting to hand tools. And yeah, it'll be done eventually though, so until it's done probably.
Lights work.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's the next day here. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's Labor Day, so we're gonna, you know, take a holiday and go do some fun stuff. But I just want to give you a little update on the truck. So far, I'm not overly pleased, but I haven't figured everything out yet. So you know, there's still time, so we'll see. First things first, I've got a coolant leak. That piece I had to take out right there, that went to the EGR cooler, is leaking. That O-ring is gone, so I'm not surprised by that. Also, I've got a really weird whistle now. I haven't figured out if it's a boost leak. I haven't figured out if it's actually just part of it. So we'll see, and I'll let you know on that. I'll try to get video if I...
Alright, we'll see how mine sounds. Wait. I want to get it.